I didn't see you there. I'm here today with the founder and leader of the Crow's Cabin, Jenna.
Hi, what's up?
She provides Reiki and tarot services to those who want to feel enlightened and to take that next step.
Into the beyond.
So I asked and she agreed to do a free reading. So describe to me what tarot is.
Tarot is a tool that we use to help boost our intuition or to basically spark your intuition.
So it's not just like a telling the future thing.
No, you gotta use your intuition when you're using it as well, but they use, basically when they constructed tarot, they came up with, you know how we have the archetype personalities?
Yeah.
Okay, so they put all these different archetype personalities into the major arcanas. They broke down minor arcanas with different types of these personalities. So all of it has to do with different archetype personalities. I know, that's all technical, ain't it?
I have no idea what any of that is, but it sounds cool. So what are some of the most frequently asked questions that people ask you when you're doing readings?
They always ask me about their relationships,
I
jobs,
can see that.
Definitely. Everybody wants to know if they're going to be successful and win the lottery.
You're not. So what are some questions that you don't feel comfortable asking?
I hate when people ask me, when am I going to die?
It just...
No, I don't want to know when you're going to die. No.
Yeah, but why can't you ask?
It's like respectfully. If it tells you when you're going to die, and then I'm going to feel horrible because it could be like tomorrow.
Not only that, I feel like if you tell someone how or when they're gonna die, then they're gonna spend the rest of their life trying to avoid it.
Yeah, exactly. It ruins the fun of life.
the surprise.
Yeah, we're all gonna die. Who said we needed to know when, man?
Right. So you're basically saying that your cards can be disrespected?
Yeah. I feel like it's disrespectful to the tradition itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's the tradition of using them, the respect of using them.
Right. So what's the weirdest or creepiest occurrence that you've had happen during or after a tarot session with someone?
Can I give 2 stories?
Yeah, sure.
Alright! My aunt, she actually gave me my cards. So when I was younger, I learned a relationship spread and she wanted me to do it on her. She wanted me to do the tarot reading.
Yeah.
On her marriage, where it was saying basically that it was going to come to an end and their relationship was going to just all types of disaster. Yeah, they got a divorce a year later.
Oh, that's fucked.
Never seen that coming.
So what's the other story?
Okay, so I was reading for my friend Corey, and I do readings for him all the time. So it was just a normal, regular reading. And I've always known that his family, they all have what I call a swords personality, because there's 4 different suits in the deck. Swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. Swords, like, I like to think of them as like cunning people. They're quick-minded, they're blunt people. They also can be two-faced.
Oh.
Yeah, they can be vindictive. So I had like these male swords cards coming up, and then I had death. And I was like, oh yeah, death doesn't always mean that you're gonna die. It could mean that death is coming, but it could be the end of one cycle and the beginning of another.
Yeah, because the cards don't necessarily like have one meaning. It can be interpreted different ways.
Yeah. Except for that, a month later, his dad and his grandpa both died. Yeah. Yeah, I felt really, really bad about that, but hey, he still comes to me for card readings.
That's spooky. So you truly, with your full heart, believe that this is accurate?
Yes. I even do daily readings and weekly readings on myself. If I didn't believe what they say, I probably wouldn't even be playing with them anymore. But they've been so accurate that like I even write down like what happened so that I can learn the cards more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. They freak me the fuck out.
Alright, so now that we got some questions out of the way, we're going to start the reading on me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes. Wait, we have to stage. We have to cleanse all the negative energy out of this space right away. Get all the negative spirits.
And then my hair catches on fire.
Right?
It's weird. It smells good, but it smells bad.
Usually it smells really bad to evil things. What's that say about you? I'm just kidding.
That I'm kind of a
little dark. A little dark-sided.
Dark-sided.
from the dark side. I feel like we should put a fog filter on. Fog filter. So I know that there are a lot of different decks in tarot. Which deck did you bring today?
Ooh, I got the brand new official Game of Thrones tarot. What?
That is everything.
I know.
And the cards make sense.
I know. And look at the back of them though, dude.
The back of the cards is the Iron Throne. That is so cool.
Now you just
I shuffle
them however feels comfortable for you.
Okay. So I wanted to ask some questions about my YouTube channel. And the first question I wanted to ask is, how will my channel be doing in the next 3 months?
Okay. 10 of Cups. That's the first card. The second card is Queen of Coins in reverse. And the third card is 5 of Cups.
Wait, so it means something if they're upside down?
Yeah. They do have reverse meanings.
Ooh.
Which makes it even harder to learn because there's 78 cards in a deck and their reverse meaning.
And the reverse meanings, and they have multiple ways of interpreting it.
Yeah.
That's spooky. What does this mean?
Okay.
For my question.
You enter a phase of emotional and financial security. Ooh.
I like that.
Old tensions and arguments dissolve. Long-term projects come to fruition, and you may even find your dream home. The card can also show another child coming into the family. So basically, in a nutshell, 10 of Cups is saying that basically you're gonna love what the YouTube channel is gonna bring to you. And it's gonna bring togetherness, group activities with your friends. It's gonna bring, it looks like it's even promising good fortune.
So what does this mean?
Queen of Coins. Alright. The Queen flails between meanness and extravagance and may use bribery. This card speaks of misuse of funds. Just so you know.
I mean, that's me all the time.
So what I would say for that part is that maybe in some parts of your YouTube channel you might go a little overboard on what you spend. So keep that in mind in the future, you know?
Yeah.
Put it on a little bit of a budget. Say, hey, I could use this outfit, or I could play a couple other videos and then work towards that outfit for a later video. You know what I mean?
It's a good idea. Okay, so the third card is the 5 of Cups.
Alright. So the 5 of Cups is the sadness card. Often it comes up for a relationship breakup or other personal loss, including loss of work, money, or repetition. And always take readings as advice too, because it doesn't always mean that the outcome is going to happen that way. It advises you on a choice that you're most likely going to take from this point right here now.
So the next question I want to ask is, am I going to make some new friends through my YouTube experience?
Okay. Do it in the air.
Girl, me too.
Ooh, I don't like that card.
Uh-oh. So this is the 10 of Swords card, and it says traitor on it.
A bond is broken. This 10 is the card of ending. The evidence is unmarkable, the decision final. Although you may be shocked or confused with hindsight, you will see that this situation has been building for some time. The upside is that all the surrounding tension has disappeared, making way for you to move on up. So it does talk about there being some backstabbing and maybe some relationships coming to an end. That will happen, but all those relationships that you lose is going to help you grow in the future.
Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
The next card has Brandon Stark on it, and it is the Page of Cups. Now what does this mean?
Page of Cups is a court card.
What does that mean?
The court cards have personalities that are related to people, like how I was saying earlier, how there was 2 male sword cards that came up in my friend's reading. That is because they have personalities, and sometimes when you're using cards, you tend to try to actually use those cards to explain a person.
Okay.
So this one, as a person, I always think of the Page of Cups as a very young, intuitive female. Doesn't always mean female, though. It could mean male with a little bit more of an emotional, feminine emotional side, or just more in tune with their emotions, basically.
Me.
Yeah. The Page is a sensitive, imaginative young person. He or she, like I was saying, may also be psychic, so intuitive. They are very intuitive people. I definitely see that.
Girl. You are pronouncing it incorrectly. It is pronounced intuitive, not intuitive. Girl. 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 It's intuitive.
Plus surprise social opportunities and friendships. So that sounds like you're going to have some surprise friendships and some special social events that might come out of it. You know, like some of your videos might create you having to go out and about and meet new people. Meeting the Page is also a sign that a new relationship is on the horizon. That's a good sign of some new friendships. So I would say that you're getting rid of some negative ones in these ones and making room for some good new ones.
I like that.
And he's probably going to be he or she is probably going to be a very intuitive, emotional person.
It's intuitive.
Okay, so again we have the upside down Queen of Coins. Now what?
Oh, she came up again?
Yeah, what does this mean?
Misuse funds. Yeah, so it's extra, so also it could mean that you end up spending a little extra money on some of your friends.
Okay.
Yeah, so that could be somewhere, that might be why it came up again, to point that out.
I see.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
They tend to do that. If they keep showing up like that, they come up for a reason. And to better explain what they're talking about. A close friend or partner proves unsupportive, so that also could be where it's trying to point that out. It's definitely emphasizing that you have somebody who's not being supportive, especially probably financially.
Okay.
So keep that in mind with the people that's around you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the last question I have about my channel is my YouTube channel going to bring good things to my life? So let's start with this one again.
This is the sadness card again.
Okay.
When it often comes up for a relationship breakup. So yeah, there is definitely going to be some people that it's trying to advise you that you may lose. Like all those negative people that we were talking about that you're going to end up getting rid of. That's something that you're going to have to deal with. There's some people that are going to migrate away from you. Which makes sense. Even in my YouTube videos and me talking about my Reiki and tarot, I've lost a lot of people who are like...
I mean, could this be talking about people who have already left my life?
It could be. Yeah, definitely.
The next one we have is the 5 of Swords. Dun, dun, dun.
This shows loss and even humility in a war of words. You may struggle with some writer's block, maybe that's what that's saying. You know what I mean? War of words, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or it could get into a very verbal fight with someone.
Yeah. And, oh yeah, like in the comment section, y'all could be ruthless.
Don't be mean to me.
I know.
I'm nice. Okay, so the last one we have is the 10 of Spears.
That one I already feel like it's because he's carrying those spears on his back that it may mean a lot of work.
Yeah.
This card is the card of burdens. You're carrying so much responsibility that you have lost sight of your purpose. Caught up in others' demands or put yourself under pressure to perform. Prioritize tasks now and ask for support. And you can succeed. The card also shows carrying guilt from the past.
Oh god, I already do enough of that.
So basically this card is saying that like it's a card for a burden, so you're taking on a little bit too much responsibilities with it. So maybe when you're doing the videos in the future, try to give yourself something that you can handle and know that it's okay if you can't put as many videos out as you want, as long as you have the passion that you have and you're doing it for the passion, you'll continue to be happy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask some questions about my health. Is that okay?
If you can handle the answer.
So, the first question I wanted to ask is, will my anxiety improve in the near future? Oh, God. Oh.
So this card in reverse says it can be negative and selfish, expecting you to do all the giving. Applied to a situation, you may be misled, so check all agreements before you sign.
What the fuck does that mean?
To me, it sounds like there's somebody. It probably does mean a person. There's some male, or could be a female too.
Someone.
But somebody in your life, and obviously since it's in reverse, and this is a money card, and the cards keep talking about this too, there being financial issues.
So someone's giving me bad advice.
Yeah, they're being selfish, negative, expecting you to do all the giving in the relationship.
So the next card I pulled is the Seven of Cups.
This is a card with a more positive reverse meaning than all the other ones, as it reveals acceptance and recovery from grief or disappointments. This card can also harness friends coming back into your circle. You're moving on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe it's saying that those are things that you were stressing in the past.
Yeah.
And that you're going to start getting relief from that situation and recovery from the grief, which does...
It's connecting to the other cards.
Yeah.
That's really
they
interesting.
usually do, yeah.
So the next card we got is the Ace of Coins.
Ooh. This card, the Ace of Coins in reverse, says it shows a false start. You may not get the work or investment you expected.
Okay.
Remember, we're talking about your anxiety. Or you are not paid for your work, the work you do. So maybe a work-related situation that kind of might be triggering your anxiety a little bit, and maybe the fact that things aren't working out the way that you wanted to might be causing a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why it's saying that it might not get as better as you think, you know, with all them being reversed.
Okay. So the last question I want to ask about my health is, I always wonder if there is something secretly wrong with me that I don't know about. Is there something wrong with my health that I am not aware of?
Okay. The way you think attracts your reality, right? So if you're constantly thinking that you have some kind of secret illness, chances are that you're creating it.
Not only that, like my mom was anemic and we didn't know why. She was going to her doctor was telling her she was fine. It turns out she had cervical cancer.
Oh, wow.
So, but like, it always makes me think, what if there's something they're not testing for? What if there's something they don't see?
Yeah, so you got a little bit of a phobia from when that happened.
Yeah, it's scary because you never know if there's something. There's so many things in your body. You never know if there's something that's just not right in there.
Right.
The Two of Coins.
Tension between two forces usually has to say that they're two opposite forces, so two opposite opinions clashing. It often reveals cash flow issues or a need to choose where to live, work, or study when faced with two strong opinions. A money, stress, anxiety thing, you know what I mean?
Like I feel like it sounds more like a mind and body thing. Like,
yeah, you do have anxiety. It could be triggering more like PTSD things, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because PTSD is like you get triggered by certain things and then you get anxiety.
So I could have PTSD.
Yeah. Maybe that's the hidden.
Maybe.
We'll get further into it.
Yeah, let's see. The next is again the
Five
Five of Cups. The Five of
That's
Cups.
the other one that also made me think that maybe it's PTSD, because this is the one that we keep getting of talking about having to push negative friends out of your life and having to walk away from certain relationships.
Damn, that shit's on the nose.
They keep talking about money and friends.
That's weird. It's just, it'd be one thing if it was talking about like completely random things and jumping around, but it's not.
No.
And there are how many cards in there?
I know, there's 78 cards to a deck plus reverse meanings.
Shook. The Four of Swords. Face up.
It's time for rest and recuperation after a period of stress. This may mean taking time away from work to recover from a physical illness or pressure, or putting a relationship or project on hold until it's time to make a decision. So again, they're trying to advise to you, like I was saying before, that maybe there's some parts of the video and all that stuff, or other things that are going on, since we're talking about health, that you might want to set a budget for. Because it could...
And not rush it.
Yeah, because money and all that could trigger your anxiety. So I think that really what you have going on more than anything is your anxiety and possibly PTSD.
It's weird because the things that it keeps talking about is friendships and financial problems. And those are the things that I worry about the most.
Yeah, you attract what you... Your inner world projects your outer world.
And that's crazy that the cards are just unfolding that way. So the next question I want to ask has to do with...
Hold it right there, fat camp. If anyone should know their future, it should be me.
What makes your future any more important than mine?
Because I am clearly a fashion icon. Besides, you don't need the cards to tell your future. I'll do it right now. Diabetes, Roseanne reruns, and panic attacks. Now move.
Fine.
It's my fucking turn to get my future ready. Hold on. I have to grab my cigarettes. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm staging all the negative energies around you.
Oh, stage me alive, yes. All right, cracker bitch, read my future.
Before we do that, I think I have to exercise your pussy.
Why?
You got some diamonds in there, dog.
I guess. Exercise away.
Girl!
I think the demons are gone. Deep cleansing breaths.
In through the nose.
Out through the titties. Okay, tell me I'm gonna be a star.
You have to shuffle first.
I'm already a star. I saw this on Celebrity Jeopardy. Ha! I wanna know, are my titties gonna get any bigger? I feel like they are because they're really tender and succulent.
Oh yeah, they're getting bigger.
Ask the cards, you stupid bitch!
The Eight of Swords.
I'm guessing that means yes.
Holy shit, you're a magician! Question 2. Am I ever gonna get rid of this sour loaf of bread between my lips? And by sour loaf, I mean my yeast. And by lips, I mean my pussy lips.
First off, it looks like the cards are saying you got it from a little midget, man.
How did she know? She's like Raven Simone. Last Tuesday, I sat on one. He went all the way up my cooter. What else?
You got decomposing going on in your punani, man.
I should take some tongs and just pull it out like a turkey. Okay, last question. Being the vibrantly sexual creature I am, plenty of gentlemen have had their sausages in my Miss Priscilla, and recently I found out that a child I put up for adoption lives near me. Am I gonna reconnect with her? What you got, witch?
Alright. So the first card I pulled is the Towers. So this is saying that it's gonna be a huge disaster.
Well, fuck. Or it could mean the tower that I put between my legs. The prick. The penis.
That card actually can mean the penis.
Really?
Yes.
The penis!
Ace of Cups.
Oh, like I have E-cups.
Ace of Cups suggests that maybe she's pregnant?
Or maybe he was talking about me. Because I was pregnant. And I gave her away because she sucked. Oh, wait. I have another question. One last question. Okay?
Okay.
Should I get a new hairstyle? No. I know what you're thinking. I'm clearly a fashion icon. But still.
So you know what the cards are telling me? Death card suggests you're gonna go bald.
That's stupid. I don't believe you. I don't believe in all this hooba juba, but I still like you. And now it's time for our question of the week. And the question of the week is, drumroll. That sucked. Can I do a drumroll on your titties?
No.
Bitch. The question of the week is, what do you see in my future? Make sure you go over to Jenna's Facebook page, The Crow Cabin. And like the page. I'll put a link in the description so you can find it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a nice juicy thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because you always want to know when my ass is making videos. Do you see dicks in my future?
I see many dicks in your future. Long ones and short ones. Thick ones and skinny ones and lots of black cock.
Wow. Now go away.